Hi there, beautiful souls. Avalon here, and I'm doing back-to-backs today, and that's okay because I needed to unbox another deck because I've just done the Earthly Souls, and I'll upload this after the Earthly Souls and you'll understand why I needed to do a second unboxing. Hint, hint. This one here, this unboxing, actually this is more of a reveal because I have had a chance to look through the deck and I'm pretty freaking excited. This deck reminds me a bit of soul cards in a way, not that they are exactly like soul cards, but they do remind me of soul cards in a way. And do you know what I'm talking about? These are the Messenger cards by Sandra Kunz. I actually haven't even looked at the guidebook. Must confess to going straight for the good stuff. How to use the cards, straight into the meanings. I mean, this is a very flimsy-ish, I guess, sort of a book, but it's basically cardboard staple in the middle business and then folded in half, that kind of business. It's not a bound anything, but it is a nice touch. It's a little bit of a step up from just a simple little white book, little pamphlets that you sometimes get with, you know, Los Scarabeo or US game systems, more to the point, in just the box. So that's a step up from that. And it's an adequate amount of information. She's written a good deal about them. And yes, let's see. There are 43 cards in this deck. So I was really, really, really impressed when I saw this. I didn't know what to expect. Look, I did and I didn't know what to expect. The reason why I didn't know what to expect is because a lot of people were receiving, I can't say a lot of people, but a few people that I am associated with were experiencing decks that had been faulty. And then there was a few issues going around about that. But I received mine, and my first card does have a few marks on it, but it's not, I wouldn't consider it to be faulty. So first of all, let's go to the beginning. This is the backing. And let's start. New creation. See what I mean about soul cards? Look, I've just got to hold some soul cards up so that you understand what I'm talking about. Like, see that whimsical, sort of smoky, ethereal kind of artwork? Heart of Fire. The Illusionist, that's a beautiful card. Very powerful, very vivid. The Fertile Ground. Evolution. Oh, this one's beautiful. Our Sacred Selves. Balance. Trust yourself. Being. Self-love. Now, I probably shouldn't show you all of them. There's some really beautiful ones in here, though. The Leader. Beat Your Drum. There's, it's elusive. The energy is like, it's ethereal, it's elusive. It's very captivating. It's very emotive. It does trigger. It does trigger. Well, it triggers me. I can't personally say for anybody else. Life is simple. Oh, God. Deep self-respect. I love that that is a bull. I love that that is a bull. Deep self-respect. I don't think I've come across a card that's ever said deep self-respect on it, and I think that that is a very necessary message to carry out, to put out into the world, to broadcast. Freedom. Allowing. Compassion. Across the Sky. Keeper of Magic. I love that one. I love that one. Keeper of Magic. So that is all of them. Obviously I didn't show you all. I skipped a couple. The cards themselves are perfectly square. They're a nice large size. I want to compare them to something. Oh look, let's compare them to soul cards, because let's face it, everything must be compared to soul cards, mustn't they? Alrighty. So they're wider. With the same cardstock as soul cards though. Same glossiness. They're very glossy, but they're not sticky, which is great. And they're a bit slippery because they're glossy, but I do like them. And you've got a lot of card face because they are so big. You know, they're a nice big card. And I guess shuffling them would be really, let's give them a shuffle. Let's give them a shuffle. Oh yes, yes. Look at that. Made to be shuffled, made to be shuffled. Very, very beautiful. This is a deck that I would personally use as like a setting the tone sort of a deck, or like a little sprinkling of something. Like I usually use my soul cards to cut through the nonsense. It's the very first card that comes out in all of my client readings, my own readings as well. It just sets the tone. It sets this beautiful tone, and usually what happens, not usually, what happens is that every card of tarot or subsequent oracle that I lay down directly aligns with the energies of that first soul card. So it's the mama deck. It's like the herding deck. It's like the deck, you know? So it's like the deck. Such a spaz. So this one could be like the deck as well. And really set the tone. And I think if you're going for shamanic journeying, that would be really beautiful. If you're connecting with spirit energy in a more shamanistic, more natural world sense, depending on where you pull your psychic triggers from, this deck could be really beautiful as an opening deck for you. It could be great as a in-between deck, as a clarifying deck. So let's say you're doing a tarot reading and you've reached a point where you'd like to elaborate more on a message, and you feel like there's something missing and you want to add another card, right? You want to elaborate on that message by adding another card. Well, this could be one of those cards that helps to elaborate, brings a little bit of spirit energy in there. You could sprinkle it in at the end of a reading to bring a little bit of spirit energy in there. And I think that it would really be something that ignites the intuition. I mean, it does have keywords on it, so it's not exactly like soul cards in the sense that there's nothing on them. The imagery is very evocative and it's very beautiful. It reminds me of soul cards in that way. But because it does have keywords, they're very simplistic keywords, like being is a keyword, trust yourself, balance. They're our sacred selves. Like there's a place that those phrases will allow for you to really get in there and build on top of that. What does that mean to you? You know, make it fit the reading really well, and really start to spark your intuition and ignite the inspiration in another person. Either that person be yourself, of course, or if you're reading for another individual, then of course the other individual. But I think this would be a very beautiful deck to use alongside. As a standalone reader, I'm not sure. Maybe on a Sabbath, maybe in a spirit context. Like I'm in Samhain right now, and I think that I could do a full reading with this particular deck. And I feel, for some reason, as I'm saying that out loud, as the words are coming out of my mouth, I feel like I need to be outside in order to use this for a single reading, as in the only deck. I very rarely read with just one deck. It just doesn't happen. That's not the way it goes. I'm always reading with 3 decks. I always read with 3 decks. Even if I'm like, oh, just throw a quick couple of, no, I'll just throw a quick couple of 3 decks out with me. But I feel like I could go outside and read. I'm looking because outside's that way for me. Like, hello, big window with my outside in it. Hello, big window their way with my outside in it. Big window over there with my outside in it. Surrounded by nature. I'm so lucky. But yes, I could do that. I think I could read with all of this. I know that I could read with all this, but I feel like I should be outside with sun settings, candles out, create an occasion. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. I'm a bit sick, guys. I don't think I can. But if I do, I'll let you know, and I'll take a picky and I'll put it on Insta. Just for shits and giggles. Alright guys, well that was my random and slightly weird reveal of the messenger cards, Guidance from Your Animal Spirit by Sandra Coons. Coons. I don't know. Let's go with that. So that's it, guys. Enjoy it.